Welcome. This is the Fortis Institute Nursing Orientation for 2020. I'm Dr. Lisa Carwee. I'm the Dean of Nursing at the Fortis Pensacola campus. First, I would like to address some pandemic considerations. At the forefront of everyone's mind right now is COVID-19 and all of the struggles that our healthcare workers and our society is going through. I do want you to know that your educational success is definitely at the forefront of this conversation, and that our plans are that you matriculate and move forward in your education as you have planned to. Certainly, we do have to make some considerations. First is the school will be closed to students and faculty until further notice during this outbreak. That means that there's not going to be any types of activities face-to-face on the campus until the state has said that it's safe for us to go back. All of us will rely heavily on electronic communication during this time. That means that you will be receiving most communications by email, by phone, or through Zoom conferences, but it will all will require you to make sure that you maintain correct contact information with the school. That means making sure that we have a valid and good email address for you and a valid and good cell phone or phone number for you. You'll need to check your email daily. We will be sending you emails through what is called the portal. It is also called My Campus Link. We also send out emails through Jupiter, which is our gradebook that is held electronically. I tend to use the Jupiter account simply because it is very user-friendly and I can check one box and I can send every one of you an email just like that. So be sure and check your emails. Respond to emails when prompted. If we don't hear back from you, then as far as we know, you never got the email. Make sure that you're checking in your spam folder periodically. If it feels like you are not getting any kind of information from the school for a few days, if you haven't gotten a contact from your instructor, if you have not gotten an email from us, you might want to make sure that everything is operational. Check those spam folders again, make sure that we're not blocked in some way. And if you have to, resort to contact the school or contact either myself or Assistant Dean Sproles through external email if you want to try from a different email address, or you can call ourselves. You will be provided a contact number sheet by email. If you have not been provided that yet, you will be very soon. The LRC services will remain operational to you electronically. We do have an LRC manager, Rebecca Bass, who you will get her contact information as well if you need some assistance during this time. All elements of your courses will be provided online this term. That's skills for the nursing students who go to clinical. We will be doing virtual clinical experiences and simulation experiences. Of course, all your theory will be online as well. You are not going to miss a thing. The information presented in your orientation materials in the few videos that I will be uploading to our YouTube channel or have not been completely transitioned over to refer to everything in the virtual context, but I will refer to these in the audio portion, so be sure to listen to those presentations. Don't just flip through the slides. So the orientation materials basically present you a program overview, which is essentially this section. What it takes to be a good nursing student will be discussed, along with some key policies, challenges, and how to deal with them. And we are going to discuss what a successful student looks like. So the program, we are accredited, we are fully approved by the Department of Education, the Florida Board of Nursing. Virtual delivery, we do need to talk about this just briefly. The way that this is going to work is in your theory classes, you will have materials uploaded online. Those materials may be lectures, PowerPoint presentations with narration like this one, videos, articles. They could be all kinds of things, but they will be uploaded online. Student reviews, reads and completes assignments. That would be your job. Then 1 or 2 times a week for each course, we will be doing a synchronous Zoom session. Those will not be any longer than 40 minutes in length. So for your planning purposes, they are timed or scheduled at specific times. You will need to do that. we are attempting to put those inside the scheduled times for your class, because we figured that you have already kind of set aside some time at that point. And so we try to do that. You will have Zoom sessions, which are basically like a face-to-face synchronous group discussion. In some of your classes that have larger numbers of people, there may be 2 or 3 separate Zoom sessions. That doesn't mean you go to all of them. You will be split into groups. We will be doing them 1 or 2 times a week for each class. Generally, you will have one during the day and one during the evening, and that's to accommodate the evening students. Those can be found either online on your computer through the Zoom program, or you can download an app called Zoom Cloud Meetings to your phone, and you can access those meetings through your phone as well. You'll get more information from your instructor when you go through the orientation for the class. Skills labs and nursing labs will be provided virtually. There will be quizzes attached to each one to make sure that you are learning the theoretical things that you need to know as far as applied activities that you would do in the classroom. If there are skills like for nursing courses that need to be checked off, this would be patient skills like blood pressure assessment, trach care, those kinds of things where you really have to be hands-on in order to be checked off. Those will be completed on ground on the campus before you're released to actually go into the clinical space physically. So that, do not worry, we are not going to teach you skills virtually and then put you out into the physical world where you have to do them on real people without actually getting to physically practice them. So do not be concerned about that. Information and where it is. There are many areas by which you can get information. Now, the best thing that I can tell you is that through word of mouth and from your colleagues and friends and your classmates is not the greatest place to get information. It's not that we don't trust you, it's just that it's always best to go back to the most accurate source, the original source of the information. The catalog for the school, which is our Fortis catalog, can be found online. That generally covers a lot of the policies that are applying to everyone in the school. That they are general kind of overarching policies. Now, there are specific policies to nursing listed in there, and if they are for nursing or for nursing only, they will say for nursing students. So you want to make sure that you're reading that all correctly. Student handbook is also a great source of information, and I do expect you to read that. It is very nursing specific. It not only talks to the policies, but also the procedures that you'll be expected to follow. Now, obviously, this is all going to be changed a little bit for our time here in the virtual world, but generally the policies will all hold true. The course syllabi will have information that is specific to your course. Make sure that you keep those for reference. We do have bulletin boards out in the halls physically, but you can't see those at this point. So, just know they're there when you do go to the campus. If you don't know, ask. Ask someone, ask your instructor. If you get nowhere, ask me, because I've been here 10 years. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to at least direct you to the right place. What is current is always in effect. We do not go by what we used to call in big universities, or probably still do, bulletin years or catalog years. So whatever is in the current catalog is what is actually in effect at any given moment. The goals of this program are for all graduates to know and be able to apply the materials across all areas, to demonstrate the attributes of a good nurse, to have a serious desire to learn, and to think like a nurse. The orientation process. In previous terms, we have always done this orientation face-to-face, and you can imagine it is fairly lengthy, 2 or 3 hours, and this time what I am doing is I'm uploading short videos to our YouTube channel, which I will send you that link And apparently, if you're watching this, you've already gotten the link. Yay. So, anything with orientation in the title that is listed on our YouTube channel is something that you will need to watch as new students. There will be a lot of information housed on that channel, so become comfortable there. Your nursing skills are going to be housed there. Any kind of additional videos that we think are appropriate for you may be housed there, as well as in your learning management system. So just be aware that that channel is there. I want to make sure that you go through every one of these videos. The good thing about having videos is that you will be able to refer back to these. So if you have a question about attendance or a question about grading, you can go back to your videos and pull them up at any time. So that is the end of video 1, which is welcome to the program. I hope to be seeing you physically in the physical world, as they say, soon. Thank you. Have a good day.